So, today I'll be doing my commemoration speech on Bruce Lee. Now, could you imagine working so hard towards a goal just to have it shut down by a multi-million-dollar company just because they believe you are not wanted? Well, with the research that I've done, I can tell you about this man. His accomplishments inspire us to do what we dream to do, no matter what happens or who tells us no. Bruce Lee was the first breakout star from Hong Kong that awed American audiences with his lead role in Enter the Dragon, thus proving Warner Brothers wrong and proving his worth to the world. Bruce Lee's father, Lee Hoi-chun, was an actor/opera singer. This led to Bruce being in his father's shadow most of his life, according to Bruce Lee's biography written by Matthew Polly. Everywhere he went, people would say, "There's Hoi-chun's son," or "Oh, there's Hoi-chun's son driving Hoi-chun's car." Everywhere he went, same exact thing. He would later want to stand out, so he took up kung fu lessons from Master Ip Man, where he learned Wing Chun until the end of the decade. And then he'd move back to America to pursue an acting career. His first role was as Kato in the Green Hornet TV series. He quickly became a fan favorite, just of his skill and his charisma and everything about him. But the directors thought of a different approach. They didn't think the sidekick, the Oriental sidekick, would want to stand out. They think people would want to see more Van Williams, the Green Hornet, being the white American. But complete opposite. Van Williams would fight with the directors to try to get him more screen time to really prove his worth, until the disheartening cancellation of the series. But that wouldn't stop Bruce, for he had an idea. And that idea was called The Warrior. The Warrior was going to be a TV show about a Shaolin monk fighting through Western times and this epic story. And he actually got the opportunity to present this idea to Warner Brothers Studios. But they turned it down. They said they didn't like some things about it. But what was actually happening was that they were stealing the idea. According to Newsweek special edition on Bruce Lee, they would steal the idea and they would rename it to a show called Kung Fu. And if that wasn't enough, Bruce even asked if you're going to steal the idea from me, can you cast me as the lead role? No. They didn't want an Oriental man to be the star of a hit TV series. So they just never hired him. They never gave him any credit for the idea. Nothing. But this didn't stop Bruce. He'd go on to star in 2 movies in Hong Kong, Fist of Fury and The Big Boss. And he'd even go on to make Way of a Dragon. The Way of the Dragon. Now, these were all box office hits. Everyone loved them. And that would actually eventually catch the eye of Warner Brothers Studios again. They started to see some potential in Bruce, so they called him up, and in the middle of making The Game of Death, they offered him a deal to be in the Enter the Dragon movie. This would be his first ever big hit, his big American hit. This would really get his name out there. He would be a legend if this movie was a hit. But sadly, 1 month before the premiere of this movie, he passed away due to a bad reaction to some prescription drugs. Now, that didn't stop his legacy, because according to biography.com, the movie was made on a $1 million budget, but would go on to gross over $200 million, completely cementing his legend in the movie industry. And not only did he prove his worth, did he prove Warner Brothers wrong, but he opened the door to non-American actors forever. Now, before I conclude, I'd like to say some things. Now, through trials and tribulations, Bruce Lee was able to prove his worth to the world, while also opening the door to lead roles for all non-Americans. If this taught you anything, let it be that you can't just give up when you come across your first obstacle. If you're chasing your dreams, you must push yourself, and then one day your dream will come true.